everybody, my name is Betty and this is my channel. I tried to start a YouTube channel for cross stitch 3 years ago, posted one Flosstube episode, and then I decided to do something crazy like enroll in law school and joined the part-time JDI program, which is remote, part-time on campus, and have just recently finished my JD degree. So I'm very excited. The last finals that I took were in the beginning part of August, and I took both those classes pass-fail. So I am officially finished and praying there are no rude surprises so that I get my degree in the next couple of weeks. But all of this means that I can rejoin society, Flosstube community, even though I've been watching videos and seeing patterns come out while I was in school. When I wasn't watching my school videos for class, I had YouTube, Flosstube running in the background. So it helped me feel connected even though I wasn't able to do a whole lot of my own stitching. I have kind of gathered all of my different works in progress and a couple of things that I am looking forward to starting now that I am out of school. Definitely gonna have more time to do all the fun things that I love, which includes cross stitch and spend time with the family, make real meals at the house, not just breakfast, and hopefully stop eating out quite as much. But I wanted to reintroduce myself and go back through some of my projects and hopefully get some opinions from you guys so that I can get one of my new starts going. So I do have a finish. Surprise, surprise, super excited about that. I can't believe it that I was able to pull it together enough to do that, but I finished a project out of this cross stitch for the Soul book by Emma Congdon. I had 3 projects out of this book going at the same time, and my finish is this start each day with a grateful heart. I did it on black or charcoal Aida, and I just think that this is so pretty. I love the vibrancy of the colors on that black background. I stitched this as a gift, and rather than 3 Christmases ago, hopefully I'll be able to finish it and give it this holiday season. So I'm quite proud that I was able to pull this together and work on it. So I've got 2 more out of the same book, and the first one that I have been working on is this Always Be Yourself pattern. I love this sentiment. I think it's beautiful. This linen is, I think, from a box store, probably 32 count. And this is how far I've gotten on this project. I didn't watch my last Flosstube before I started filming this one, so I'm not entirely sure where I was, but I know that I worked on this word here last evening while we were at the daughter's softball practice. So did this one, and I finished the rest of this right here, and I've probably worked on this area so at some point in the last 3 years. So that's the project progress I've made here, and I'm going to do the scrolls here, the little floral scroll work, back work here, and probably move up here. Oh, do you like my Lucy needle minder? I think I got that on Etsy. I don't remember. But she's definitely my favorite, sitting there telling everybody in the world what's wrong with them for, the very, very low price of, what is it, 1 cent? 5 cents, and she'll tell you everything that's wrong with you. So I think this one is beautiful. I like the vibrancy of these colors on the blue background. The only thing that I'm doing differently, because these are the called for DMC, but the only thing I'm doing differently is I have back stitched around these words here because the blue bleeds into the background there. So hopefully with the back stitching you can read it and it makes it pop. So we've got that one. And then the next pattern out of this book that I am working on, plan to continue working on, is this worry pattern. It does not take away your worries, it takes away your peace. Try telling a law student that, right? You worry about everything, all of the things, studying, tests, missing everything while we're worrying about studying and tests. So not quite as much progress on this one, but I finished these 2 letters last night, and I added this area here as well. So we've got the start of the word take right there, and this was something that I had done previously. I'm looking forward to seeing this one take shape as well. And that is the same blue mystery linen fabric from the box store. So another one that I've got a lot of progress on is my Rainbow Bright pattern. I've got it out of this little leaflet, The Color the World with Love. This is something that my mother had in her craft supplies and I'm working on, and I am stitching this on a 40 count, I think. Oh, you can't see anything. It's so light in the back. Okay, now we can. So I don't remember where we were, but I had done the feet, the shoes are stockings. I'm not sure if these are boots. So anyway, we've completed everything here, and I've moved up into the hair, and we've got quite a bit more. She's got a ponytail and a couple different, let's see, bows or ribbons. So this is what we can add to finish her off. And I'm thinking that I'm just gonna do a line of her and her friends along this paneled fabric. So we've got Red Butler, who's gonna be next to her. And the plan is to move horizontally and advance them in the colors of the rainbow. So the next girl is, oh, I don't remember her name, but she is orange. So that's what I'm thinking. I also have the sprites as well, and they are the same color as the friends, so rainbow colored. And I'm wondering if I should put them somehow between the two or over on top of each other, or if I should invert the colors. So definitely some decisions to be made as we work through this one. But this one is fun for me, reminds me of my childhood and Saturday morning cartoons. So I put this one away and I tell it, after these messages, we'll be right back. Let's see, what else do I have that we've been working on? Oh, things are falling. I have, I've got this Hope is Stronger Than Fear pattern, put together by Forbidden Fiber Co. and a random yard of linen and the DMC floss. So I usually work with DMC. I have some fancy flosses from the Black Needle Society boxes. I continued my subscription while I was in school because it was nice to receive pretty packages even though I wasn't able to work on hardly anything. But so this is where we've gotten for this project. And I love this because I did the whole outline and then I worked on the fill-in and did the same thing for this bird as well. And then actually I think I might have done the circle first, I don't remember. But so next is to move over and do the circle here. and then move over to the third bird. But this is fun because once you've got the outline together, then you can just sit and fill in, and you don't have to pay so much attention to anything other than making sure you're going over the correct holes. So I like that one. I like that one a lot. I'm excited to see how that looks with the third bird over there. Also have, so another one, another project from Forbidden Fiber Co. is this, came out of the Sunnydale or the Buffy box. It's the Primeval Hand. I'm gonna date myself, but I enjoyed watching this series in high school. So I have all of the patterns, although I don't have all of them out right now. And I'm using the flosses that Forbidden Fiber Co. dyed for this project. So it's a gradation, started with the darker maroon moving into the lighter pinks, and there's gonna be some violet and, let's see, and then some darker purple and plums in there. So as we color complete, we will continue to see her face and then the top of the project as well. And I'm thinking that this is a rather large piece of linen. So I'm thinking that I will do her here, and then I will move over to the next character here and then stack them, you know, 2 over 2. That's the plan for now. We'll see what it looks like once she's finished. And then I also want to see what it looks like when I've got the other DMC colors, because I'm curious whether I should order the flosses that they have dyed specifically for those other character patterns, you know, for Giles or for Xander. The DMC may not translate quite the same way. So that is a decision to be made in the future. Let's see what else we have. Oh, I have this, I found a project and I can't find the picture for the pattern. So that's somewhere in a closet that needs to be located. But I started the Monopoly board. Let's see if we can get it all on the screen here. There we go. So I started this, and definitely want to finish it. My mother stitched this pattern, and we had the finished board hanging at the top of the stairs in my childhood home. And I am looking forward to, I don't even know where it went. I'm hoping one of my sisters has it in storage, because I don't see it on their walls when I visit. But I'm excited about that one as well, getting back to it. So I have this project, and I didn't pull it off of the scroll rods, but this is my first Heaven and Earth full coverage. It's designed by, or painting by, Nicholas Fleming, and I think it's just stunning. And I've started it several times, different counts. You can see my scratches and you know, all my math down there. But I've started it several times, and I am struggling with this one, not just because it's full coverage, but because the digital app that I'm using to track my stitches, it's an Apple product, so it's not Pattern Keeper, it's Markup XP, is not recognizing some of the pattern symbols. And so it's difficult to mark off that they've been stitched. And then I tried to print out the pattern to see if I could highlight it, and it's just too dark. There's so much black on the page for all the different symbols. And so I'm hoping that other people who do full coverage will have an answer, or maybe somebody who knows the app better than I can give me a suggestion for, maybe I imported it differently or incorrectly. So if you have any suggestions, I would be most happy to hear them, and then I can start working more confidently on that project, so that I'm not worrying about, you know, going over the same spot or getting confused about where we left off. This is something that I restarted as well. this Frogworts Year One sampler from the Black Angel Society. I found them, I think, year 2, so I bought the pattern and I started this project on a high count fabric, just something to see whether I could actually stitch it. I think it was an over 40 count. And of course, my spacing is all messed up and I stopped stitching on it because I don't have enough room to make it all the way across. But I got more fabric and I got a very long piece of fabric because I wanted to put all of these together on the same piece. And I have, let me see if I can get this up here so that we can see it. This is where we are. So we've got the words, we've got Hedwig, we've got the start of our umbrella and some of our sorting hat. So this one is in year 6, I think, is the most recent release. And if I don't get a hurry on, the whole thing will be over before I have even finished the first year's sampler. But the kids and I love to watch Harry Potter, and we listen to all the audiobooks on the way to school. And so they are excited to see this one come to life as well. So I think that's everything for, oh, no, one more. I've got this pattern here, this booklet. This was also my mother's. So this Ready to Scare pattern for waste canvas. And I made myself a sweatshirt, and the design that I used is this graveyard here. And then the kids wanted their own, so I decided to do that for them. You know, fast forward 3 years later, and this one is this one still needs to be finished. So I'm working on this one for my daughter, and then my son has told me that he wants this trick-or-treat bucket. So we have, I think, 3 more candy corns on hers to finish right in here. So I'll add 3 more candy corns and hopefully be done by this Halloween season, and try to decide whether or not I should put a couple of candy corns on the sleeves as some more embellishment. But I'll be happy when this one's done, so will she, even though in Texas, it is hardly ever cold enough during the Halloween season to warrant a sweatshirt. So we'll have to crank the AC up and pretend that it is in fact cold weather. So I do have other projects, I do have other kits, things that my mom had when she passed that I took and inherited and do plan on working, but I want to make, I don't want to overwhelm myself because I'm just getting back into the swing of this and want to make sure that my fun hobby doesn't cause me anxiety as I kind of transition from being in school full-time to remembering what a human being with actual hobbies is like. So that being said, I identified 2 projects that I would really love to start and work on. One of them is this Autumn Lane Stitchery Halloween spooky witch there. She's in her study or lair, and she's got all of her paraphernalia around for casting spells. So I'm super excited about this one because it is only 4 colors, 5 colors, let's see. But I ordered the specialty fabric from Under the Sea Fabrics. It is a 32 count linen called Naiad. It's gorgeous. And I've got the DMC all ready to go. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 5 colors of DMC. So I'm super excited to start this one and see that come to life. And the other one that I want to start is a Serenity pattern that I found on Etsy, and I don't remember the seller. I could probably figure it out. So this has the ship in the middle and then some of the quotations from the show. So I'm a fan of that. I'd like to, I was thinking that the wording would be kind of easy and not, you know, won't have to concentrate as much to get that one done. No confetti, no color changes, just kind of black stitching, and I could color complete that one. But I'm not a fan of the colors the way that this seller has charted it, and I wanted to use some of the things that I have gotten over the past couple of years. I kept my cross stitch subscription from the Black Needle Society, so I was still getting goodies every month. Although it made me happy to receive the box, but it made me kind of sad because I couldn't work on all the projects. So I have identified some floss and fabrics that I think would maybe be some possibilities. So we've got this pink with these flosses here that I was thinking might work for that pattern. Or we could use those same flosses on this lavender color. Oh, no, I can't see that. Hang on. Let's see. There we go. So we've got this lighter lavender purple with these. And I can't decide which one I like better out of those. I'm wondering if this is going to be too dark on dark or if we need the lighter. And I was thinking that I would maybe use the white for the ship, but we also have more muted floss colors and this peach sherbety color of fabric. What is this one? It is a Picture This Plus Torrid, it says. It's a 32 count. But I kind of like that as well. You've got the brighter fabric in the background and the muted colors here. Or we could go really wild and be primary colored, super saturated. Okay, so I think this fabric came out of a Frogwarts box, actually. Quick Quill Quotes might be, don't quote me, but Quick Quotes Quill, I think, is the name of that one. And then we've got these primary colors of floss here. I like this one because it's so bright it wouldn't match anything in my house though. So anyway, if you have an opinion about what you think would look best for that, let me know, because I want to get that one started as well. So, but those are the things that I am excited to work on and to lug around with me instead of heavy law textbooks. And I am very excited to kind of reach back out to be a part of this lovely Flosstube and cross stitch community. And I look forward to continuing to see your projects and all of the new patterns and to stitch all the things going forward. So thanks for joining me as I re-familiarize myself with all of my cross stitch projects, and I'll see you next time. Bye.